Go. Free will and the origin of evil. This is what I've been kind of wanting to get up to. But there are some texts that we should read on the fall of Lucifer. I kind of have them a little backwards. I have them into this section. So let me find my notes here. And I want to read them in the text together, if I can find it. Isaiah 14 and 12. I know I put it in there. All right, I have it, yes. How you are fallen. Did I put the verses in your notes? I think I did.
Yeah,
okay. How you are fallen from heaven, O day star, son of dawn. How you are cut down to the ground, you who laid the nations low. You said in your hearts, I will ascend to heaven. Above the stars of God I will set my throne on high. I will sit on the mount of the assembly in the far reaches of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. I don't know about you, but could you imagine saying those things? So, what is evil? This is a question that has haunted theologians since evil came into being. This is a question that serious-minded thinkers grapple over, and no one can really find an adequate explanation. Evil is not a thing. Think about that with me. It's not a thing. You'll get that in a minute. We do have an answer, and I believe that if we look hard enough, we can see where evil originated. And I'm saying evil for a reason, because we always get into original sin, and this is what throws people. The original sin. God is perfect and good, and God is love, God is light. God creates, and He creates an angel that bears His glory and His light, and He creates all of this splendor in the angelic realm, and He puts them in places of prominence, and God creates the earth and puts man, and He has all of these things going, but somehow in the goodness of creation, a breach happens, there's a contempt for God's glory, and there is a fall. How does that happen? Right? How does that happen? Did God create evil? Did God cause evil to happen? Because if that is true, then that means that God, being good and perfect and holy and just, in order to create evil, has to have evil in Him. But God is love. God creates out of love. So I'm going to build my thesis here for you to think about where the origin of evil comes from. I will say right off the bat, it doesn't come from God. All things that come from God, proceed from Him, are good and holy and virtuous. God is love. He's not hate. Hate doesn't come from God. Hate is the opposite of love. So does evil exist? If evil is not a thing, does it exist? What is evil and where did it originate? These are hefty questions, but here we go. Satan is evil, but Satan has not always been evil. So to say that Satan is evil, or that evil is Satan, doesn't work. Follow with me. Satan is evil, but evil is not Satan. It is what happened to Lucifer. Evil is something that happened to the light bearer. Because it's easy to say, well, evil is Satan. Well, how did evil originate then? Because Satan was not always Satan. He was a created, perfect being, the day star in heaven, right? But but something happened. So evil is not a thing, but yet it happened to Lucifer. Also, mankind is evil, but evil is not mankind. Mankind began perfect in the garden as God's image bearers, just as the angels are light bearers. Man is God's image bearers. You see that? The unseen and the seen, the visible, the invisible. Light bearers, image bearers. There's been a breach in both realms, but it started in the unseen realm first. So mankind is evil. How many know mankind is evil? We can do some horrendously evil things, but yet mankind hasn't always been evil. So you can't say that evil is mankind. So what is evil? You follow me here? I know this is kind of like circular questioning, but what is it? Because it can't be man and it can't be Satan. Because he was Lucifer and man was created good and he was God's light bearer. He was good and perfect. Man was created good, perfect. Right? You guys follow me? So, man created perfect, and he relinquished his, well, this doesn't relinquish us for our responsibilities, by the way. But, so evil is not a thing. Evil has influence and it has force, but it doesn't have substance. It is not something you can hold in your hand, but it's something you can do with your hand. Please follow me with this. I know this is heavy. So you can't. So evil's not a thing. It's not this. This is evil. You're evil. Satan is evil. Right? We can say those things, but no, he wasn't always evil. You weren't always evil. This is not evil, but I can't hold evil in my hand, but I can commit evil with my hand. I can do evil things with my hand. So it has a force and it has a substance apart from God, but it has an origination somewhere else. It already has power. It already has power. You'll see where I'm going with this. Hold on.